Michael Carrick is the new permanent manager at Manchester United, but he has asked for my help. Because clearly, transfers at United for a while have been rather hit and miss. So I'm going to leave all the tactics and team selection to Michael, and all the transfers, ins and outs, are down to me. However, I'm not alone, because Roberto De Zerbi is the new permanent Spurs manager, and he is hired by Dad to be the director of football for him. So which partnership of me and Carrick or Dad and De Zerbi will be more successful? Well, we will earn points by beating each other and winning trophies, so our signings have to be spot on. And we've already made 2 massive signings in season number 1. No surprise that I went big on a centre midfielder this season for Manchester United. The man I chose was Sandro Tonali, a very elegant player that cost me £90 million from Newcastle.
You signing for Spurs this summer as I managed to persuade Camavinga to leave Real Madrid for £70 million. One of the best defensive midfielders who can also cover at left back.
Dad, today we're taking over as Manchester United and Spurs director of football style.
Yeah, I'm going to like this, I think.
Very different to this. So we have no control over the tactics. That goes to Michael Carrick and Roberto De Zerbi, the 2 new appointed managers for next season. Well, I guess they've both been in charge for a little bit, but their first full season's actually in charge. So Michael Carrick, I didn't know, by the way, shares my birthday.
Yeah.
So it's me, Michael Carrick, Harry Kane. Legend of the game.
Weird,
so the way that you do this is we've set up Michael Carrick and Roberto De Zerbi as the assistant manager. They get all the responsibilities, including choosing the lineup, and you do not put in a tactic. So if anybody wants to know how to do it, want to try it themselves, that's how you do it. So we cannot be responsible for any of their actual results.
Nope.
But we are responsible for their transfers. And so, first season, we have made some transfers. We've given we've given ourselves realistic budgets for this season.
Yeah, because I think both teams are going to have big budgets this season that we know of.
Yes, absolutely. So, and we have also made the 2 transfers which Manchester United and Spurs have already confirmed in Ederson and Andrew Robertson.
Yes.
So, let's have a look at the rest of the transfers. Now, we have, of course, Ederson already at the club, but I've made a few other signings with the money that we have been given and tried to get rid of a couple of players, but kind of unsuccessful in a lot of ways. Rasmus Højlund's gone for £33 million, Shea Lacey for £8 million. I know people can be like, oh, why are you getting rid of Shea Lacey? Carrick's never going to play him. He's never going to go, oh, there's a youngster who needs game time.
Yeah.
So
he ain't going to do that, is he?
He's gone.
Yeah.
I've also loaned out Aiden Heaven for that exact reason. I want to give him game time, same as Harry Amas. Jane Sancho left on a free, and I'm not bothered about it at all. So the players that I did actually bring in, we've got Sandro Tonali. So obviously Sandro Tonali was my key signing, £90 million. It makes sense for a Manchester United midfield.
There's a rumour as well that it is going to happen.
Yeah,
so,
potentially.
Yeah, could do, yeah.
And then I went for Bradley Barcola. Now, I'm looking at is Manchester United in real life could and should go for 3 midfielders. On this, they don't necessarily need to. I can get rid of Ugarte, so it was just a straight replacement for Casemiro. So I went for Bradley Barcola, who plays up front or from the left, because I do think that is a weakness that I think in the game Carrick will be stuck with.
Right.
Who to play on that left-hand side.
Yeah.
We've got Marcus Rashford back. I couldn't get rid of him.
Yeah.
So he also might be playing. But I think Barcola is a cracking player who can do both roles. That's why I've made that move there. And then we've got one other signing, because Orozco is obviously a deal that's already done. And that is Alvaro Carreras. £83 million on a player that Manchester United sold a couple of seasons ago to Benfica for £5 million. But homegrown. Which also means now he is a player that has played for both Real Madrid and Manchester United twice.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, he's a quality left back. I think he's a very good left back, especially for this. Better than Luke Shaw. That's all I'll say.
Yeah. Oh, I can't argue with that.
No. So, I think going forward, I'm looking at in terms of strength and depth. I'm hoping he plays Senny Lamons, because Andre Onana, again, couldn't get rid of him. We did think of a nice little trick, though, which actually Dad did, and I thought, copying that, unregistering Onana for the Premier League. I mean, they could register him again in January, but for the first half, hopefully it goes for Senny Lamons, because I think he'll be better overall.
Change of me to teach you something.
I know. Well, it's something I just didn't think of. Now, centre-backs, I think we're all good in that position anyway. As I mentioned, in that centre midfield position, with Ederson coming in, I felt we only really needed the one extra, which was Tonali, because we've got Kobbie Mainoo and Ugarte. That gives me 4. I'm fine with that. Mazraoui can also fill in there. Even Bruno can drop back. Mason Mount if we're really desperate. But going forward now, I think we've got Mbermo, Rashford, Cunha, Sesko, Barcola, of course, even Xerxes, Ahmad too. I think we've got good strength and depth. Again, no it's not going to be down to me. It's going to be down to what Carrick can do with this team. Same as yourself, Dad.
Yeah.
With the new assistant manager, technically a manager, in Roberto De Zerbi. How I explained to Dad that you got to think of is his preferred formation as a 4-2-3-1. So don't go buying any players that don't fit that, because they definitely won't play.
Yeah.
So, I mean, with your key signing of Camavinga, definitely with a defensive midfield
100%.
slot there.
You know, we're just going to go straight in the team, don't you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you've also made a couple of good signings, I think, around that.
Yeah.
Including, again, somebody else that a lot of clubs have been going for or trying to go for. Even Spurs were linked with him last season.
Well, that's the thing. And Spurs might even go for him again this season. It's not, it's not a done thing at the moment. But, yeah, that's why I've gone for him. There's a reason why they've gone for him. Well, I had a look at him last season.
Yeah.
That attacking role area and midfield area, and he could also play on the wings if you really need him to go out wide. So I think it's a good, clever signing, and he's English.
Yep, with that homegrown quota, always makes a big difference. Now, players on the outs, you managed to actually make £67 million.
Yeah.
You got rid of Richarlison for 24, which was the big one.
I just feel that he's one of those strikers. I just don't like him. I've never have since Spurs have signed him. So whenever I do a Spurs video, he is one of the first players I always sell.
And there he is. He's gone again.
He's gone.
And Dragerson for £23 million.
Yeah, that was good money for him as well.
That's good.
Yeah.
Now, around him, we've got a striker, Evangelos Pavlidis from Benfica, 60 million.
Yeah, it's a lot of money for a striker, but I just think he could be the one that I really need. He is a proper out-and-out striker as well, so I'm hoping that he'll score the goals that I actually need to do something in this league.
Yeah, he's a hard worker for sure.
Yeah.
Aaron Ramsdale, 25 million.
Yeah, I
love signing
goalkeepers, and there's a certain goalkeeper that hasn't gone from the Spurs team. I don't know why, because he's rumoured that he is going to go. Vicario, yeah. So that's where I've got the idea of not registering him to put Ramsdale in, and he's English as well. So it just another one for the homegrown sort of thing as well.
Yeah. Now, another deal that could potentially happen in real life, heavily rumoured for Spurs, is Marcos Senesi.
And that was the reason why I actually done it. I just felt, I'm going to try and be a bit realistic. It really, really looks like it's a done deal already. It's a free transfer. I'd be mad not to do it, so I did do it.
Yeah. And then also Kim Min-jae. So with, obviously, Robertson, that's 3 of your 4 back line.
Yeah, and a defensive midfielder as well.
And a defensive midfielder.
Yeah, I'm making the defence stronger now. Well, it's stronger than it was last season, which is, I think, is a big thing. That
strength and depth has been obviously a huge problem. But Dragerson's obviously gone, so bringing in 2 centre-backs to go alongside Van de Ven, alongside Romero as well. Makes your defence look a little bit stronger there. Here it is, obviously, the unregistered of Vicario, which, very good. I think overall, we've both now got 2 very strength in depth squad.
I mean, on midfield, I've got a lot of players in midfield, so there's a few players that I can sort of get rid of over a couple of seasons coming, so it means I can get a bit of money coming in, but I've got some really good midfielders in as well, so hopefully they don't get the injury problems that I had last season.
Okay, well, start of the season then. Who have they been favouring? This is what, obviously we always go to this point anyway, but this point was more intensely looking at the teams that they were playing more than anything. And I even had to sack a second assistant manager because he actually took over one of the games. I was like, what's going on here? Why are we playing different formations? But Steve Holland, unfortunately, has had to go. So you started off the season very well, Dad. A 3-3 draw away from home against a Roberto Mancini's Newcastle.
Yes.
Eddie Howe getting clipped up somewhere already. So that was quite funny, but there we go. And then a 4-1 win against Fulham. So again, you can see this is that 4-2-3-1 that De Zerbi favours on the game either way. Marcus Silva's still there, unfortunately. This was done before his move to Benfica. Good luck to him. I like Marcus Silva.
Yeah, I do, yeah. It's a clever signing by Benfica, I think.
I do agree. I do agree. A nice little, I was going to say actually a win, but it's the Man City loss, unfortunately, to them away from home. Pep Guardiola's still there, unfortunately. We haven't had that one changed either. But again, the 4-2-3-1 didn't really pay off there. You got a couple of injuries straight away. Then it was the win against Brentford 2-1 in the Cup. So that's a nice win there. And then finally 2-0 against Ipswich, but then losing to Blackpool. I maybe rotate the squad. Not a lot.
I just can't believe. I mean, some of the players, I'm looking at that team and I'm thinking, you've missed out a few players. Midfield's very weak, I think.
Kinski in goal as well.
I mean,
Also the roles, because you get to see the roles that
Yeah.
De Zerbi's choosing. I mean, forwards, not that bad, to be honest.
It's not a forward line. I reckon out of all those 4 players, that's not his first team 4.
No, but I mean the player roles.
Oh, yeah, the player roles.
Channel forward, 2 wingers, channel midfielder, that's not bad. Defence
No.
midfielder, box, that's fine. It's not until you get at the back that you think, what are you doing? Inside fullback for Udogie is a classic wing back. Box to box, ball playing defender, then a no-nonsense defender for Vuskovic, who... He ain't that bad on the ball.
I'd have it the other way around because Romero was a no-nonsense one, isn't he? Really?
And then an inverted wing back, which for Gray is, understandably, but that's still a bit strange.
And that's why we got hammered by Blackpool.
Yeah, but it's very similar when you look at the fixtures on my side of things. Now, it seems like a good start, to be honest, but it was a 0-0 draw to Coventry, and you can see Steve Holland was the manager and played a 4-3-3. Not that I would be against it, but the whole point of the challenge is we want to see what Carrick will play.
Yeah.
Obviously, he only got a draw as well to Lampard's Coventry, who had just been promoted. So, yeah, I didn't notice it for the first couple of matches, but Kieran McKenna is obviously former Manchester United assistant manager as well, or coach at the very least. Still playing that 4-3-3 there, so you're kind of disregarding that. I think it's the Aston Villa game where he takes over. There he is. So you got a 2-1 win over Unai Emery's Villa at Villa, which is a great start.
Yeah.
Cunha in the attacking midfield role, you think, well, where's Bruno Fernandes? Don't worry, he's injured. How unrealistic is this game? Bruno Fernandes out for like 5 weeks. But I think it's the positions around. Barcola starts up front instead of Sesko. Rashford on the left, Ahmad on the right. So no Mbeumo, no Sesko. Interesting there.
Yeah.
Tonali and Edison, so no Kobbie Mainoo. But then again, no nonsense centre-back for De Ligt, who, again, very good on the ball.
Yeah.
Don't know why, it's like a no-nonsense weird thing. Carreras as an inside wing-back. Okay. And he's playing Onana, which is why we've had to do the unregistered trick and hope that works going forward. And then Fulham was a nice little 2-0 win there. You can see Senny Lomans played in that game because it was the second, I think, whenever it was. I know, it's still in August. But a much better result in terms of performances. Mainoo next to Tonali, interestingly, still without Bruno Fernandes, but Mbeumo starts on this one and gets the assist for Cunha. So I think this is what makes this challenge a little bit fascinating, really.
Yeah.
Now, I've got European football this season after Manchester United's finish at the end of last season, third place.
Did we miss out on European football, did we?
Just. Only just by about 11 positions for Tottenham. So unfortunately, you don't have it. So season number 1. Points still as they are, but of course, it's all really down to De Zerbi and down to Carrick on if we can accumulate them. But we both still want to win. So let's see what happens in season number 1. All right, season 1. What a surprising finish.
I'll be happy with that at the end of next season.
Is the table upside down? Tottenham are in third. Yeah. What's happened here?
Come on.
Only 4 losses.
Yes.
I mean, it's such a shame you drew so many games.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
You were quite the way behind Arsenal, who are champions again. I'm there down in 5th, so another Champions League football next season, but there is 6 points between us. You lost 4 games, didn't lose to Manchester United. We did draw, though, and I think you didn't beat me either. So we drew both games this season, which is not bad, but I could have done with picking up points there straight away. So, interesting. Now, Chelsea, who have John Terry in charge at the minute, because somebody's already been sacked, finished down in 8th place. I thought that was quite interesting. And the likes of Bournemouth and Brighton, who, of course, were so far up the table, even Brentford to some extent, down there. Look at Coventry in 12th.
That's good. Great. I mean, that could be really how the league sort of finishes up with Bournemouth and Brighton, because they could be losing quite a few players.
With a big manager like that going for Bournemouth, you do worry for them slightly.
Yeah.
But Sunderland relegated? Oh, I don't know about that.
I don't know about that one. Yeah, that's a bit.
Do we have any players in the player statistics? Do we have any goal scorers? I mean, Pavlidis is up there, Dad, so your new signing doesn't look too bad there with 21 goals.
First season. Yeah.
For sure, in 35 games. Bruno Fernandes being my top scorer is a little bit worrying. 15 goals there. But Barcola with 11 in 34. It's not amazing. Mateus Cunha's there with 9. Kulusevski's there with Xavi Simons as well. Dominic Solanke and Mbeumo only with 6. Ahmad down there with 5. So, no Sesko. Doesn't look like Sesko's been playing. How have we done in the other competitions, though? Did I win anything else? No. Brighton won the FA Cup.
And they're getting really down at the bottom of the league.
Yeah.
17th.
So they beat Newcastle in the FA Cup final on penalties, and the EFL Cup was Manchester City who beat Arsenal 2-0 in that one. We'll take the Champions League first, and we'll have a look to see how we got on against each other in those competitions. But Liverpool beat Inter Milan 5-1 in the Champions League final. Finished in the top 8.
Good result.
So lost to Sporting and Leipzig, drew to Inter and Atletico 1-4, beating PSG in one of the games, which is great.
Very good, yeah.
Into the round of 16. That's when we were eliminated by Atletico Madrid. So Simeone out-tactics Michael Carrick. Unfortunately there. So let's have a look at the other cup competitions and see where we actually got to in these rounds. So third round, I imagine we both got through. I beat Altrincham. You beat West Ham. So fourth round then was when I lost to Manchester City. Tough draw. You beat Plymouth Argyle.
Yeah.
At Home Park.
Great result, that.
Yeah. But we would have liked to have gone and watched that one.
Definitely, yeah.
Portsmouth after that.
Oh.
Quarter-final, Sheffield United. So you got to the semi. Brighton knocked you out on pens.
On pens. Oh, dear.
Unfortunate there.
I would have fancied myself against Newcastle as well, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Unlucky, really.
Yeah.
For this first season. Third place and a semi-final in the FA Cup.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely take
Great
that.
start for De Zerbi.
Yes.
I think Carrick's a little bit on the fence there. A little bit dodgy. But 24 goals from Pavlidis, the top scorer.
I'm pleased with that.
It's a supporting cast, maybe.
Yeah. I'm pleased with that first season. Very good, I think.
Okay.
The wingers have been there helping them out as well. So, yeah, quite a few goals. I mean, there's a lot of players scoring goals for me, which is nice to see as well.
Yeah. What I do want to check in this is the signings that we make, whether they actually play and being utilised, because obviously that goes down to our decision-making then.
Yeah.
Pavlidis, I think you can say, is massive success.
Yes.
Straight away.
100%.
Even if he flops next season, success this season.
Yeah.
Camavinga played 35 games.
4 goals.
Yeah. I would say that's great.
Yeah. He's going to be a star player in every season, I feel, that I can keep him.
Kim Min-jae didn't cost you that much.
No.
So the fact that he only played 13 games, 4 goals, by the way.
Yeah, very good.
In 13 games is
pretty
good.
What I would say in my defence there is I didn't sign him to be a first-team player. I signed him as a squad player.
He cost like 18, didn't he?
Yeah.
Morgan Gibbs White playing more games than what I thought he would.
Yeah.
Because of the likes of Xavi Simons and etc. in that attacking midfield position.
Yeah, so I've got to be pleased with that as well.
Andrew Robertson coming as a new player, actually playing quite a lot of games.
Yeah.
Senesi, not so much. I think that one you could say that's disappointing that he didn't play.
That was a free signing as well.
Yeah.
So, he's not going to be in the first team as well with Romero and
Van der Ven. Yeah, Van der Ven's going to be your starting.
They're going to be my two starting
left-sided.
left-sided, yeah. So,
and then if you're looking at the rest of the team, the rest of the signings that you made, Aaron Ramsdale played 32 games.
Yes.
Had a good rating too. So that's not bad,
and that's
really.
what I brought him in the team for. I expected him to be the first team keeper, and he was. So,
yeah,
I'm pleased with that.
If you're looking at players that Roberto De Zerbi is kind of ignoring, really.
Madison,
Solanke's only coming off the bench. Obviously,
Solanke I'd expected to because I bought another striker in.
Yeah, but Pedro Porro only 4 starts.
Yeah, that's very surprising for me. James Madison surprising for me as well because I felt he was one of our best players the season before. Could have done well for us this season.
And did quite well when he came back from injury this year.
Yeah, he did, yeah. But I think my biggest surprise on there is Conor Gallagher, that he's only didn't even start a game.
Yeah. I would say the worry is these two.
Yes.
Because if you play these two, by season 5, they are one of the best in the world.
Yeah. Especially Lucas Bergvall.
Yeah. But we can't lock any players in.
He's only played 7 games the whole season.
Yeah.
3 starting, 4 on as a sub.
It's not like he played bad when he did. 3 starts, he's got 3 goals and an assist with a good average rating. But of course, it's not down to us.
Nope, nothing to do with us.
De Zerbi makes the decisions.
Yeah,
£91 million for you to start with
as well. Yeah, so pretty
that's
good.
Not too bad. Let's assess my squad under Michael Carrick this year. Goalkeeper, I'm really interested. Sonny Lamons did play 35 games. Onana played 15. Okay. I think it kind of worked. Goals did worry me slightly. I think I'm going to have to go out and find a striker. Because Cunha was in the number 10, but then obviously when Bruno comes back, Cunha's been playing as a striker.
Yeah.
So that's why. Cunha's been playing as a striker, occasionally from the left wing as well. So Barcola's probably gone to the left. Rashford, as you can see, seems like he played half the games this season. Didn't exactly do very well, and has been bumped. And Burmo and Ahmad kind of sharing that right side. Kobe Mainoo's played quite a lot. Sesko, he got 7 goals, but only 1 start all season. Is interesting.
So that's telling you he doesn't like him, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I think Barcola's definitely a success. 45 games, 13 goals, 12 assists.
Yes.
As a new signing. Tonali was our best midfielder. I bet, average rating, I think he might even be the highest average rating. Behind Barcola.
Yeah.
So that ain't too bad, actually, all things considered.
2 signings already.
Edison coming in as the signing that was already made. Has played 24 games. That's not too bad. And Carreras, I'm disappointed that he hasn't got that many assists. But as we know, he's not playing in a role which is going to suggest that they're playing to get wing backs on the board to get assists.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm wondering whether at the end of the season here, the roles change. We've got a 3-0 win over Palace here. Still inverted wing back. So by the looks of it, hasn't changed many of the roles. Bruno's in like a shadow striker, which is probably the reason why he's the top scorer. That, by the way, is Jose Mourinho's Crystal Palace. So that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, we'll look at your squad and just see the player roles towards the end of this season. Is it the same? Inside fullback, inverted wing back. Pretty much very similar to what we seen at the start of the season.
Spence playing right back.
Yeah, Jed Spence seems to play way more than Pedro Porro. Yeah. Started 36 games. That's a weird decision. Porro's way better on this game.
I'd agree with that, especially when he goes bombing down the wing. That is his only problem. When he bombs down the wing, and you like that as an attacking player, but you've got to get back.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
That's the trouble.
And not bombed. He just needs to be disciplined on it. He needs someone to stand on the sideline going, no, yes, no.
Come back.
Yeah.
I've got £156 million. So that's a nice little budget to get a good striker and maybe something else. But season number 1, interesting start. Let's have a look at the points. Season 1 points, Omega Luke with 0. Dad with 1. Don't panic, everybody, but Wyckoff Road needs some maintenance. And in case you're wondering what the hell I'm on about, it's my Footium team, Bampton. Wyckoff Road is our stadium, and as you can see, we need to maintain this north stand. It's falling apart. The maintenance is going to cost us $14,000, but that's good because I've been logging in every single day. I've been able to accumulate $43,000. I could just upgrade it. Oh, I don't have enough to upgrade. We'll just maintain it. It's such a shame that we couldn't upgrade it because that looks absolutely fabulous, doesn't it? I mean, you can even change everything as well about it. This is top stuff. Either way, we'll get the confirmation done. We're maintaining the stadium and get that part over, ready for season number 20. Now, in season number 19, we finished in mid-table. We were only 3 points off of relegation, but we still survived. We did fine. We were nowhere near the top Royston Rovers. They had 64 points. We only had 30. But again, we only won 9 games. We need to build a better side. We need to be quick, though, because the next season starts on the 16th of June, which means I need to get things cracking with this team. Maybe bring in a new sign-in or two. Now, I don't actually have an out-and-out left back because my previous one retired, so I'm going to get this guy in, Nicholas Sorensen. He's 28 years of age. I can get him for just $1.96. But Footium is actually free to play, which means now I can add him to my team for my first starting 11 against Teak United in Division 7 League 12. However, you have the ability to start up your own Footium team free of charge, and you can take me on in my own social league as well. You can see here my friends. You got loads of friends that have already joined, so why not use the link at the top of the description, join this league and take me on for season number 20. But you gotta be quick if you want to get your team in and get transfers made. I went big this season on a striker as expected, and Lautaro Martinez from Inter Milan for £130 million is my guy, which hopefully stops any debate for Michael Carrick on who he should be playing up front to score the goals.
My best signing this season was the Turkish attacking midfielder Uzun from Frankfurt. Sits in that number 10 row, but his attributes suggest he could play in any of the attacking roles on the pitch.
Right, Dad, a few names have been axed from the club by yourself.
Yes.
The fact that you got £28 million for Solanke, considering he didn't even play that many games.
Yeah, that's going to give you an idea of another player I've got in. The goalkeeper, Inzeski's gone out on loan. Gives you an idea of another player I might have got in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's a few players that I felt that
Vicario
weren't getting
going
into the
for
team.
13 to Man City.
Yeah, so there's a few players going out that I'm quite happy to get rid of as well, get the money in, because I have spent quite a bit of money this season.
Yeah, Chevalier coming in for only £26 million. Not bad for a new number 1 keeper.
I just thought that was a brilliant deal. 26 million, that's why I went for it, really. Very, very good keeper. And he's only 25 as well, so that's going to be my last keeper I sign.
Yeah, all right. But Paul Ramsdale can never find the club to be the number 1 at, can he? He's going to sit on the bench this season for Lucas.
He's sit at the bench.
Vitor Roque is going to be somebody who makes an impact. He started games already.
Yes, so I've got another striker in, which I've obviously lost Solanke. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this one. Only 22-year-old Brazilian. They normally quite good, aren't they, really? So
he looks quite good.
Fingers crossed on this one.
Yeah, and then the final signing, smart deal, I think. Yeah. Somebody who's actually linked with you in real life.
Yes, that's right. Yeah,
there's potential offers already gone in and been rejected. £67 million.
I'm hoping it's a deal that's going to go through as well. I think he's a very, very well experienced centre back. So yeah, that can only be a good signing for Spurs. Hence why I've gone out and got him.
He's well experienced, but he's only 26.
And that's very surprised when I've seen that as well. Yeah.
As a ball-playing defender, there isn't many better in the league, I don't think, than Van Heck. I really do like him. I would take him at United as well. I think, he hasn't got that bad of an injury record.
No, he hasn't. No,
he's there. He's available. He's a big towering figure. I think, he's a quality player. Yeah. So there we go. We can't look at the matchday squad because there's no tactic, because that is all down to De Zerbi. But we'll take a look at my transfers in and out before we look at the fixtures, because outside of my key signing, there was a lot of players who left the club. Diogo Leon is gone. I'd never see him being able to play. I've tried loaning a few players that didn't get that much game time. Xerxes, Amas, Dorgu. Finally got rid of Andre Onana to Real Madrid, who also bought Diogo Dalot.
They got a hell of a defence now, haven't they?
Oh yeah, that's brilliant. Did they not watch the season Manchester United had Diogo Dalot and Andre Onana in the team? Like, that is what's going on there.
They must be looking at that 38 million we spent. What's a bargain?
Yeah. Jesus. Now, Dalot has gone for £32 million. Quite surprised I managed to get that amount. He is a right back, and I got in Jules Koundé instead. £100 million. Already started quite well. That's 2 assists. Probably 2 more assists than Dalot has ever got in his career, judging by how bad he is at crossing. Jules Koundé doesn't have that problem. He's already got 2 in 4 games. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. 2 big signings this season, 28 and 30. A lot of money being spent on not necessarily the type of players that Manchester United are going for in real life, where they're trying to keep the age under 26, whatever it is. But to be fair, Martinez does have 20 natural fitness.
He's all right for a few seasons.
He could go to 34 and still be class.
Definitely, yeah.
So we'll see. He started off the season quite well. He's got 3 goals in 4 games already under Michael Carrick, who hasn't started that bad outside of being knocked out of the cup. But it is an away game to Newcastle, so I will let him off for that one. He just cannot go to Coventry and get a win. Just impossible. What they did do, though, is pull it back from 2-0 down, but then Sandro Tonali got sent off. It was Mbermo assisting Lautaro Martinez. And again, you can see at the start what we're looking at lining up like. And they're still sticking with this inverted wing-back, no-nonsense centre-back. But Jules Koundé, I did notice, has been switched from a full-back to a wing-back. So when it was Dalot, full-back.
Yeah.
No point you going forward, lad.
No.
You can't fucking do anything with it. Jules Koundé, wing back. So that's what I'm hoping that change is going to switch up. So, yeah, not bad. But the other results, 4-1 against Bournemouth. Good start there. 4 different goal scorers. West Ham 2-1. They've gone back up with Lautaro Martinez scoring that. And Barcola and Ahmad getting the 2 goals against Burnley. But yeah, unfortunately, we are out of the cup. Got Champions League football. We got PSG, Stuttgart, Napoli's in there, Red Bull Salzburg, Porto, Inter Milan, who got to the final, of course, Atalanta and Celtic. So yeah, a couple of hard games in there, but we should be all right. We should be able to qualify still from that. Tottenham, bit of a different start in comparison.
We haven't started very well at all, have we?
No,
just the one win in the league,
losing
3 points.
Forest.
Yeah,
Ozan's got his first goal for the club on his debut, but it was in a loss. That's not great.
No.
And if you're looking at how they're lining up there, I mean, Camavinga and Sarr in midfield, I can understand that. Playing Van Heck as a right back, which is not a bad decision.
I can see why. But he obviously doesn't like Porro at all, does he? No, not at all.
Because then they lost to Aston Villa, where Marcus Rashford scored. Sorry about that. So Marcus Rashford, by the way, I forgot to mention that. I forgot to go back on a page. But yeah, he got the goal and an assist. He went to Villa for 17 million. So yeah, he's left the club. But again, if you're looking at your side, it is an inverted fullback, which simulates basically then a 3 at the back.
Yeah.
But that's great if Udogie is a wide, advanced winger, and it's not. It's an inverted wing back, which then covers...
I think when I've watched him play for Spurs is exactly what he does. Even though he is left-footed, he does cut in on his right all the time. It frustrates me because he just runs into traffic.
Yeah.
I always say that. You got the chance of going down the line and you run into traffic all the time. Lose the ball, we can see the goal.
I mean, the goal that you actually score was an Andy Robertson assist to Mickey van de Ven. So, I mean,
I can see why we've bought Robertson.
Yeah,
because he will bomb down the wing. He doesn't run into traffic. He takes that ball down the line. So I'm hoping better things this season.
A win against Palace there, and Ozan is playing that attacking midfield role. Yeah. So when he comes in instead of Morgan Gibbs White, the role changes by the looks of it to an attacking midfield instead of an advanced playmaker. A loss to Liverpool was a big one.
That's a bad one at home as well.
Yeah. So they absolutely battered you. But
in
that, Ozan was a false 9.
Yeah.
So he's changing things around again, depending on his opponent. It's a bit crazy. crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then a win against Southampton.
So we've gone through in the cup, so we're doing all right in the cup. We got knocked out by Blackpool last season, but we beat Southampton this season. So yeah, I'm pleased with that.
PSV and Besiktas start things off here in the Champions League. Then it's Barcelona. Atalanta as well for yourself. You've got Lask in there too. Porto and Bayer Leverkusen. That is really easy.
Oh, apart from the Barcelona. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Should be going through quite comfortably there.
Definitely, yeah.
All right, well, season number 2. Carrick, I think, still has a lot to prove. Roberto De Zerbi started off quite well, but is there a little bit of worry now with this start of season number 2? Let's find out. Well, it's a drop-off for the both of us.
Yes, out of Europe as well.
7th
That's
and
a disappointment.
8th position. We might still get the European spots.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Depending on how it goes, but Bournemouth's gone, look. We did mention that.
Yeah.
2 clubs coming up out of the 3 going down. Interesting, but I mean...
Liverpool's pipped Arsenal for the league.
Yeah. Everton and Forest finishing above us is not good enough, is it?
No, definitely not.
Especially because Everton finished 5 points above you and 6 points above me.
Yeah.
You had a -2 goal difference with 60 points.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
That is crazy. I had +17. I had a point less. That's mental.
I felt my defence was a little bit better than what it was, but leaky Spurs is still the same then, eh?
Yeah. City, all the way down in 10th, is an interesting one. They've just sacked the most recent manager. I bet Erling Haaland still won the Golden Boot, though, because he got 27 goals. That's just what he does, isn't it?
Yeah.
14 losses for yourself, Dad. I do pick up a point. Ooh. Get in. That's my first point on the board there. You do get a point for obviously finishing above, and another one for beating me 1-0. So, yeah, not a fantastic start for me in terms of the points, unless I go on and win something. Top scorers, though, Bruno Fernandes and Lautaro Martinez is up there, 16 and 15. I was hoping Martinez would be a bit higher than that, I must be honest. I think above 20 at least I was expecting for him as a world-class striker. Pavlidis has not got as many as what he did last year.
No, that's 13. A bit of a disappointment. So I'm conceding a lot of goals and I'm not scoring very many either as well. Then, so.
Erzen's there as well. He's got 11. Edison has come in with 10. This is an interesting one. He won't even get into the first team. Vitor Roque and Cunha there too. Barcola all the way down with just 5. Ahmad and Mbeumo. Ahmad only with 3 and Mbeumo not even there. I'm a bit concerned with that. Rashford got 4 there for Aston Villa, which is interesting because one of them was against you right at the start. Okay, cup games. Did I win a cup? FA Cup goes to Tottenham.
Oh, come on, I love that.
Roberto De Zerbi wins a trophy.
Come on.
For Spurs, beating Crystal Oh, no.
Oh, even better.
Semi-final, he knocks me out. Kudos for the only go in the final. But yeah, 3-0 in that semi-final. Big win for you there.
Great result. Yeah, great result that is.
So you're picking up
Good
a
season.
lot of points here. EFL Cup. Let's take a look at that. Manchester City lost to Liverpool in the final of the EFL Cup. Semi-final? No. Quarter-final? You lost to Arsenal.
You lost right at the beginning, didn't you?
Yeah.
Early doors.
Oh, yeah, in the FL Cup, I was out for Newcastle, wasn't I? Champions League. Right now, it still says Europa Conference. We're only at the 1st of June. Why has it gone to the Europa Conference? I don't know. But we were in the Champions League this year, which Stuttgart got to the final. Fair play to Stuttgart.
Yeah, great for them.
Unfortunately, come up against a 7-1 thrashing of Barcelona, but still.
Looks like the Premier League.
Yeah, you dominated that. And then there's Dania. Yeah, the top 4 was all Premier League. You drew 2 games, PSV and Lask. That's bad, really, isn't it?
It is. But
you won 6.
Beat Barcelona
3-2. I lost 2 games, PSG and Atalanta. I drew 3. Celtic was a bad one there. I even beat Stuttgart 2-0. I get to the final.
I beat Barcelona.
Yes, we both beat the finalists. I went into the knockout playoff round and beat Slavia Prague. In the round of 16, though, is when I come up against PSG and you come up against Inter Milan, and that's as far as we got.
5-1 in aggregate. That's a tanking.
Round of 16, and we are both out. I want to see Stuttgart's run. So they beat Bilbao there. Did they beat anybody in the knockout playoffs? No. So they finished in the top 8. Quarter-final, beat Real Madrid. Fair play, Stuttgart. And semi-final, Inter Milan, last year's finalists.
Very good.
They did absolutely brilliant this season. So there we go. What has Michael Carrick been up to? 26 goals for Lautaro Martinez in 42 games. Doesn't seem as bad as what the league goals suggested. He's got a good amount across the season.
Yeah.
Bruno still doing well. Cunha still got 11, as has Edison, who played 20 starts, 32 off the bench. And Mbeumo, Ahmad, Barcola, I'm already disappointed with them. Even Mason Mount got more goals than Ahmad. He did get 13 assists, though, which is this joint highest with Bruno, which isn't too bad. Tonali's dropped off a little bit, I would say, for sure, compared to last season. That's a disappointment. And I thought Jules Koundé would get way more assists. He had 2 at the start of the year. He's only got 4.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit disappointed with that too.
He's played the most games, I think, as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, 52 games, which is the most, with Bruno only with 50 behind him. So Jules Koundé, I would say, probably played every single game, nearly.
Can't be far off it, yeah.
53 games there. I've been given £85 million to carry on this rebuild from Michael Carrick. Let's have a look at your new signings, Dad, and how they've done this season. So, goals-wise, Pavlidis was the top scorer. Not a lot.
He's the same as you. He didn't do that well in the league, but he only played 34 games, which is interesting, really.
Yeah, because Vitor Roque played 18 starts, 24 off the bench. He got 14 goals, which isn't bad.
I mean, seeing I've got 2 strikers who can fight it out between them, as a new signing, 18 games, 14 goals, I'm looking at it thinking, yeah, not bad.
Your key signing, though, I would say that's a successful season.
100%. Yeah, 15 goals.
15, 13. He's still young. He's getting better.
Attacking midfield role, which is what I wanted him to play.
Yeah.
13 assists. So, yeah, he's put him in the position I bought him for, and he's rewarded the manager.
Yeah, I would say so. Chevalier was your goalkeeper for this year as well, so he played 47 games in total, so there's no surprise there. Ramsdale did play 9 still, so he is getting featured. Van Heck played 41. Probably at right back, though, I imagine.
Probably was, but
defensive right back.
The thing is, I bought him in to strengthen the defence up. Did it work?
Not by the minus goal difference.
Not by the minus, yeah, it didn't. But he's played most of the games, so I've got to say it's a slight success, really. He's kept Parro out of the team. Parro's only played 9 starts. Saar has played 40 games this season.
Yeah.
And Lucas Bergville has played a few more games than he did last season.
Yeah, he's slowly getting into the games.
Still a bit worried that he hasn't played him as much as I'd want him to. He's played Xavi Simons 42 times, so doesn't look too bad.
All right, £46 million to spend this summer.
That's going down, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Balance
worrying.
isn't looking too great either. Let's have a look at the points. Season 2 points are Mega Luke with 1, Dad with 7, which means total points going into Season 3 is Mega Luke with 1, Dad with 8. This season, my best signing, I think, is Desiree Doué. Slightly different in terms of the type of right midfielders we have. He's still so young, but incredibly talented for just 68 million.
I went big this summer on 3 players who could all be considered my key signing. But Adam Wharton is still only young and has that Premier League experience.
Our dad Senesi went for £16 million, starting things off. Not bad for a free transfer.
Yeah.
But then you also had £95 million going out this summer as well. Rodrigo Bentancur, he was on loan last year.
Yeah.
Moved permanently to Fulham 42.
It don't look like he was going to use him in midfield, so
no.
It's sensible to, 42 million is a lot of money, isn't it?
Same as Kudus as well. Yeah. £41 million for him going to Saudi.
Good price there for him as well, yeah.
And Kinksky going for 8, so there's all basically your transfers going out. Yeah. All right, so coming in then, you said you had 3 players who came in, you could all be key. Yeah, I kind of agree, really. Canyon League joins as well.
Yeah, I mean, he plays in all
winger.
3 positions, really, across that front sort of attacker midfielder role. So I'm pleased with this signing, really.
Yeah, and then outside of that is Santiago Castro, another striker.
Another striker, yes. Didn't score enough goals last season, so I'm hoping this guy will do it for me. 23-year-old Argentinian. He's a very good striker.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, before we have a look at your fixtures then, we'll see the rest of my signings, because I think I have a really good window this season. 2 players have actually come in from PSG, but let's have a look at the players on the outs first. Mbermo, gone to Saudi Arabia, £42 million Al Hilal. Luke Shaw, gone for £11 million. I even managed to get the likes of Ngwashi and Jim Thwaite, so I thought they're never going to play, so I just bolstered up the transfer budget with those types of players. And outside of that as well, Aidan Heaven's gone on loan again. I just don't think he's going to be playing him, so just need to give him first in football, or else he's just going to be a waste. But let's have a look. We got Nico Paz on a free transfer.
I think that's a hell of a signing.
Yeah.
On a free transfer.
If it weren't for the fact that Bruno keeps signing 1-year contracts, it's the reason why I've done it, because Bruno's contract is basically expired from last season, and I had to just keep offering him 1 years with extensions. So Nico Paz is kind of the Bruno replacement.
He's a player on the game, though. If you can pick him up early and give him game time, he can be very, very good on the game.
Absolutely. Zabani is my second PSG player that I've bought. £35 million. I think it's a bit of a bargain, actually. So he can fight out with the likes of De Ligt in that centre-back position, as will Sven Botman, alongside Lisandro Martinez. £62 million from Newcastle. So there's another Newcastle player I've signed. Left-sided centre-back there.
Good experience, Premier League experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't realise how young he actually is.
No, still quite a young player.
Yeah.
So those are the 4 signings that I made. And we're looking at fixtures at the start of the season. Neither of us are playing that great, I'll be honest. I am in Europa Conference League, only just getting through against Laverne, 3-4 and 2-1. So we won both games, but still, we should be smashing that team. And then we have haven't actually won a game outside of that. Oh, no, we did. We beat Brentford at the start of the season.
First game, yeah.
Bruno and Lautaro Martinez scored those 2 goals, which
Started
is great.
well. Late goal.
But then it's where it gets bad. So Chelsea beat us 3-2. Just glad to see Garnacho's name's not there. Then Brighton beat us 5-2. So that's a bad one at home. And Everton knocked us out of the cup again early.
Yeah.
So it's not looking good. If you're looking at it, Marco Rose is actually the Brighton manager here. The roles and everything exactly the same. I mean, even Carreras is a fullback now. We've got DOP and DM in that centre back. Both ball playing defenders as well, and is still not playing that well.
No.
And Doué's on the left, which is interesting. I thought he'd be better on the right with Ahmad sort of dropping to the bench, but poor results. But we are in the Europa Conference. I'm not being funny, Michael, but I can't even Lyon, maybe.
That's it.
Like there is.
That is it.
Atalanta.
Oh yeah, all right.
Who causes trouble in the Champions League?
But that's got to be it, though, isn't it?
Michael Carrick, you should be lifting this trophy.
If you don't get to the final, something wrong.
Yeah, you should be lifting this trophy. Okay, Dad, let's have a look at your fixtures. You've had a worse start than me, and that's saying something.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You beat Liverpool in the Community Shield, which doesn't seem too bad.
Great start, that wasn't it?
Winner after winning the FA Cup, but then Palace 1-1. 95th minute equaliser.
That's 2 late goals I've just scored.
Forest 1-1, 86th minute equaliser. Losing to Chelsea, which is never great as a Spurs fan. Another late goal. Seems like your team does not.
Well, then.
Yeah, doesn't wake up until the second half.
But I'm through in the cup.
Yeah, well, you only played Shrewsbury, to be fair. But I mean, let's have a look at your formation. Nagelsmann, by the way, is at Chelsea. That's why they're doing so well. Again, this false 9 bollocks.
Don't know what he's doing. Don't know what he's doing.
Weird. And Van Heck in the inside fullback role. I mean,
they
won the FA Cup last year.
No, I can't understand what he's doing. But then, obviously he doesn't like the strikers that I'm buying him.
No. Nagelsmann, on the other hand, Victor Osimhen up there, also playing inside fullback with James and an inside wingback on the left. So that's interesting that it seems to keep happening.
Yeah.
With these AI managers, they love the combination of both fullbacks trying to sit as narrow as attack as narrow as possible. Yeah. Really, bit strange, but there we go. So you've got Europa League football this season, qualified for it automatically. Rangers, Maccabi Tel Aviv, Apoel. Then you got Sevilla, Club Brugge, and Sturm Graz. Following or finishing, with Rosenborg and Panathinaikos.
Definitely should be very, very close to the top of that group.
Yeah, I would say so. If you're looking at, again, teams who can cause you any trouble, there's no big clubs who's dropped into this year.
No. A couple of teams, Forest are in there, or Roma there.
I mean, Brest, if you face them away, you might face plant.
Best supported team in the league.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, I think, really, you should be quite confident of getting quite far in that. We both should.
Hopefully, yeah.
De Zerbi should be lifting Europa League.
If he don't make a tit of himself, we should be winning that.
Yeah, I think so. All right, well, season number 3. Let's see. Do we have European glory in our sights for Michael Carrick and Roberto De Zerbi? Oh dear. Manchester United down in 10th place.
Yes.
Spurs in 6th. That's kind of respectable, really.
It is.
But you're not controlling them.
I'm just looking at my goal difference again.
4. Look
When
at mine.
you look everybody above me.
Mine is the 4th worst in the league. That's how bad that is.
Minus 25.
What are we doing?
Minus 25.
That is terrible. I signed 2 centre-backs.
Yeah.
I signed Sven Botman and Zabarnyi with Jules Koundé last year.
I mean, I think both of us have made our defences a lot stronger than what they were.
Yeah.
And both of us are not doing very well conceding goals.
Speaking of goals, City have won the league. Erling Haaland has scored 46 in 33 games.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
46. 21 more than Ollie Watkins.
Yeah.
Which, to put in perspective, 21 goals would have got you 6th. So anyway.
We're not in that group at all.
We're not in that at all. Santiago Castro with 10 is the top scorer of both of our teams. Fernandez and Martinez didn't even get double figures. Vitor Roque is also there with 8. Ozan with 7. Cunha with 5. This is a very poor season for us.
Yes.
Hopefully it's because we saved it all for European glory.
I'll tell you what we didn't notice. Harry Kane's on that list.
Harry Kane is at Arsenal.
Harry, I'll tell you what, mate. Me and you need to go outside and have a quiet word.
I mean, to be fair, he was an Arsenal fan growing up.
I just can't believe he'd go there. You just don't, Harry, do you? I don't care. What makes it worse is, well, I did have a look at buying him as well. He wasn't interested in coming.
Of course he wasn't. We are not doing great. We need trophies. Have I got one this year? No. Girona have won the Europa Conference League, beating Lyon in the final. I wasn't even in the semis. All right, league phase. I finished in third, so I lost to Dinamo Tbilisi. You know that really famous club from Georgia.
Girona finished 12th.
Yeah, they did. 13th. And then I drew to Baník Ostrava, you know, that really famous club from Slovakia. Then won 4. Beating Girona 4-0.
So it's 2 seasons in a row you've beaten the team that's actually gone on and won.
Did play the knockout playoff round. Round of 16, Atalanta knocked me out straight away. Bang, gone.
There we go.
What? That is so terrible. FA Cup was won by Arsenal and Harry Kane, who scored 2 in that one. So, yeah, I mean, he couldn't do it in a Spurs shirt, could he? And then the EFL trophy, well, EFL Cup was won by Liverpool, who beat West Ham. So, did we get any... I mean, we weren't even in the quarters on that. Third round, you beat Shrewsbury. That's where I was eliminated by Everton. And then fourth round, you were knocked out by Coventry, who had done very well in this.
I'll tell you what, at Coventry again, hard place to go.
Yeah, definitely. FA Cup, how far did we get in that? So, third round, you beat Carlisle. I beat Blackpool just 3-2. Fourth round, you beat Swansea. And then Derby County of the Championship knocked me out. What is Michael Carrick doing?
Who knocked me out eventually then?
After that, you went to the fifth round and lost to Liverpool. We went on to win it.
Yeah.
Or they won the UEFA, the Carabao side. They did get to the final, though. Now, the last question is, did you win the Europa League? And the answer to that is no. Extra time against Nottingham Forest. That's a unfortunate result there.
Yeah.
Alphon scored the winner there. Who is that? He is a winger from the left, so he's not great, but he got the winner there, Milenkovic with the assist. How would that journey? Oh my God, you beat Stuttgart along the way. You got to the final of the Champions League last year. You lost 1 game to Sevilla, 1-7. So a respectable group stage.
Yeah.
Played in the round of 16 and knocked out PAOK. Quarter-final stage knocked out Panathinaikos. Semi-finals when you beat Stuttgart.
Very good.
Could have faced Brest.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
Couldn't take on the big team of Brest, could I?
No. Let's have a look then. Santiago Castro, as a new signing, got 19 goals this year.
He started 51 games. So
Poor goal tally, really.
I think it is. I do think it is. Seeing he's favoured him and started him nearly every game.
Because that's 1 goal in every 2.5 games.
Yeah.
Really. So that's kind of poor. Chano's on 13 and 11.
He's not let me down again. He's still scored the goals when he's not playing striker.
Yeah.
So I'm looking down there now. Where's the rest of the signings I had?
So Wharton was your main one.
Yes.
3 goals, 9 assists.
He's played 52 games. I would have expected a few more assists out of him, but he's that type of player that just sort of sits just in behind.
Yeah,
and just
he's not in the danger zone,
no,
is he?
he's not, is he? So I'm going to take that as a success, really.
Yeah.
He's played nearly every game, so the manager must have liked him. Good signing. Yes, I'm going to play him.
Camavinga, 22 games. Didn't play that many. I'm quite surprised by that.
He
Did
must
he have an
had-
injury?
He must have had an injury somewhere because only to start
5
that many
months
games.
total he missed. He fractured his
Yeah.
leg
Right.
being tackled versus Sunderland. So he was
Yeah.
out for 2 months there, and then he torn a PCL, which I'm not actually sure what a PCL is, but he tore it either way.
Yeah, I mean, that's disappointing. So, but, you know, as long as he's still back in the team, all right. Morgan Gibbs-White still isn't playing. He's got to be alone.
He's gone off the bench a little bit.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
No.
What is bad, though, is the finances.
Yeah.
£42 million in the red.
I got 23 million, but when you look at my wage
is gone.
That 23 million's gone.
That's
I think.
soaked up.
Yeah.
So you could be in trouble now financially already. I don't think I am in terms of the finances because we had all right finances last year. Yeah, about 400 million.
Yeah.
We got 262 million to spend this summer. But I feel like
200 million compared to my naught.
I feel like I could put Vinicius Jr., Mbappe, I could put Michael Elise in this team, and Michael Carrick will go, I don't know what to do with them. Like, this is 17 goals from Lautaro Martinez. I mean, he's a world-class striker. How are you only getting 17 goals out of him?
You've got to be looking at that and thinking he's going to score in every game, then you?
Bruno, 14 and 10. Nico Paz hasn't played that many games. I mean, he's come off the bench 34 times, to be fair.
Yeah.
9 goals, 4 assists. A little bit surprised. Sven Botman started 44 at the back. Zabarnyi started 43. So the 2 centre-backs who came in started and conceded more goals than what we had. That's kind of embarrassing on my end. All right, hold my hands up there. Maybe that was 2 bad signings. But, I mean, come on. Senny Lomans is still playing the most in goal at 36. But, I mean, we've got rid of everybody else. It's only him and Vitek anyway because we're not going to play Dermot Mee. He hasn't had a contract for 2 years. he's just sticking around like a freeloader. But yeah, I mean, all right, I've got a lot of money. I don't really know where to put it. I'm gonna have to assess it this summer, because in the Premier League, I mean, we haven't actually had a look. Results against each other, I didn't beat you either. So I lost 17 times. I think I might have lost to you both times. So I know we drew one there. So I lost to you once.
Yeah.
And we drew the other. So I didn't gain any points.
No.
Which is a spoiler alert for the points tally right now. Season 3 points mega Luke with 0, Dad with 2, which means total points is Luke with 1, Dad with 10. I signed another world-class midfielder in Vitinha this season, someone I'm thinking Michael Carrick could appreciate and use to our advantage.
Alex is a bargain this summer who joins for just 3.4 million. Helped De Zerbi in the midfield and could still be considered a good signing for the future.
Dad, you had to get rid of a lot of players to get the wages off the books.
Definitely. I mean, I was
quite bloated.
I was really, wages-wise, I was really, really bad. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I've got rid of them players there, which is what, like 22, 30 million, and I was only able to spend 3.4.
Yeah.
So that tells you how bad the wages are at the moment.
I mean, you still actually signed £8 million there. So
Yeah, I mean,
there's more players.
It was two squad players, 3 squad players I've bought in really to make up the players that I'm selling on big wages.
Yeah, because this guy's not exactly gonna pull up any trees, is he?
No.
And Rooney Bargi is a free agent who hasn't even played a game yet.
No, I mean, and I don't expect him to play very many games, but he's a youngster on what's he on, 68k a week? Good wages for Spurs, really.
Yeah,
and he's there if I need him.
Okay, well, outside of your transfers, we'll go to mine before the fixtures. I had a massive window. I spent a lot of money. £50 million on the outs there. Cunha was the main crux of that. £37 million for Cunha. He was just covering too many different positions. He's 30 years old now. Natural fitness is kind of low. I thought I'll cash in while I can to Brentford.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Still loaning out Lenny Yoro and Aiden Heaven. So just trying to get them to be slightly better than the 2 players we've got. I'm even selling the youngsters, so I thought, well, there's no point in keeping them. And then on the other side of things, Patrick Dorgu's gone for £14 million. Lewis Malloy has also gone for a little bit as well, so a little bit of money coming in. But I think the players I've brought in, if Michael Carrick can get a tune out of these, I don't think Michael Carrick should be a manager. Kenan Yildiz from Juve, 110 million. He is world class.
That attacking midfield, I mean, Bruno's got to be watching out now, isn't he?
Well, I've bought him mainly for the left.
Right.
Because you've got Nico Paz, Bruno. He can't play there, obviously, but...
You've bought him for the left.
But yeah, I have, yeah. Michael hasn't. For all we know, Michael's thinking he's a class right wing back.
Yeah.
I mean, he would be, don't get me wrong, but I don't know what he's thinking in his head. Now, Vitinha, £145 million was the main one, but I still spent £85 million after that. Look who I've got. 2 players returning to Manchester United. Willy Kwambala, love that guy. Quite surprised when United sold him because he started the season quite well. Played a few games at the end of last season when he played for them. And only went for 7 million. I brought him back for 21, which
is not a bad deal.
For his physicals and the fact that he's only 25 and homegrown.
Oh, cracking deal.
Yeah, that's a good bargain. Yeah. Speaking of which...
Here he is.
Another Newcastle player.
Here's your striker.
Yeah. Scott McTominay, who I think Michael Carrick would love.
Yeah, of course he would. They're mates and they're really good mates. He probably said to him, "You're my man you're my main striker. I feel you score goals left, right, and centre for Scotland."
Yeah, the MVP of Napoli and the Serie A.
Yeah.
By the way, unbelievable player. Where I also went and got Mile Sevilla, £34 million, new goalkeeper. Senny Lomans.
He's a good keeper as well.
I think he's better than Senny Lomans.
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
We'll see. Because at the start of the season, I think he has been playing more games as well. Senny Lomans actually been starting. That surprised me. I was tempted to sell Senny Lomans, but I thought, no. We'll stick it out. Mile Sevilla's come in either way. So we'll see. Who plays more at the end of the season might be something interesting to have a look at. Start of the season okay. In fact, it started great.
Yeah.
3-0 against Palace. Lovely stuff. 4-1 against Fulham. 4-1 against Barnsley. Then bad 3-1 at West Ham.
Just about to say, you're scoring goals and not conceding, and then you're going to lose 3-1 against West Ham.
So that's annoying. But, we're looking at it. The games that we're doing well, Yildiz is on the left.
Yeah.
He's playing well on the left as well. He's got a goal there. He's 8.7 rating in that game. Wing back, full back again. Kwambala, Okambuala and Martinez at the back is an interesting one. Vitinha and Tonali in there. We'll see how this is going now. I think we're cooking something in midfield now, and then we go and lose to bloody West Ham. But we've got no European football, so...
You usually play well when you got no European football, don't you?
It's true. This season we did it right, especially under Carrick.
Yeah.
But what about De Zerbi? How has he started this season? Again, a very good start. 9 points from 9.
Games, but I'm going to take that. 3.
Conceded only 1.
Yeah.
So
3 wins, one goal. I'm going to take that. But
a lot to be positive about.
It's only Forest, Brentford, and Palace, though, isn't it? That's so I haven't played anybody big yet.
No.
But I'm going to take it. 9 points is 9 points.
Camavinga, interestingly, has been starting at left back.
Yeah.
With Sarr and Wharton in there. So.
That is very interesting, isn't it?
He does play quite well there. He's left-footed.
Yeah, I don't mind him doing that because the midfield players I've got there, and Wharton and Sarr, are very good midfielders as well.
Yeah.
I'm just glad to see Uzan playing where I bought him to play, and he's
the
got
number 10.
8.1.
Right, yeah, he got a goal and assist in that game against Palace.
So maybe he's finally realised what's his best position.
Yeah, instead of a false 9.
Yeah.
Benfica, Club Brugge, Pogen. Then we got Rennes, the Rats. They always appear at once, don't they?
Yeah.
Rangers, Lons, and then ending it off with a team I don't think I've even heard. Oh, I recognise the badge now, Slovakian side. And then the other team ending with is Red Star of course, Serbia.
I'm going to be disappointed if definitely don't get
top 8.
Easily top. I'm saying top 3.
Yeah.
Of that group. Yeah.
All right. Well, season number 4, Dad, you took a bit of advantage on the points. I need Michael Carrick to sort some stuff out. I've brought in world-class players. We need some trophies. Let's find out. Well, we won't be lifting the Premier League. 9th place. Dad, you're in 5th. That ain't too bad, but a loss at the end of the season meant you dropped out of the top 4.
Yeah. I'm not disappointed with that. It's a little bit better than it was last season. Goal difference is definitely better.
Yeah.
Plus 22. So
we actually had the same goal difference this year.
Yeah. So we both done a little bit better this season in scoring and conceding.
It's closer than what you think, even though I'm in 9th. I had 68 points, just 3 points off of 6th place there.
Yeah.
So it's just a shame we're on the end of that, which is annoying. Erling Haaland has dropped off from his 46 goals last year. He's only got 36 this time. But it's good to see Lautaro Martinez has finally realised that you can score more goals than 19.
Yeah.
So we've got 20 goals in there. Santiago Castro has 19.
So yeah, so that's where we've done a little bit better this season. We've actually scored more goals than we, I think.
Yeah.
Or our main strikers have.
Yeah, so scoring a little bit more. Yildiz is up there too, which is great. New signing, 13 goals there. That's not bad.
Uzan, I mean,
with 12.
It's the assist that he's got with that.
Yeah.
31 assists.
That's not assist, Dad. That's appearances.
That's appearances. I'm sorry.
We've established this from left to right, which is obvious how it's supposed to be. Appearances.
Yeah.
No, it's on the right.
Mm.
It's age that's on the left. Why would we put assists on this page? We want to know the guy's age.
Yeah, of course we do.
First time we've mentioned that in a while. Bruno Fernandes with 10 goals. Xavi Simons with only 8. Desiree Doué with only 8. Did I win any trophies though? FA Cup is Liverpool's. Beating Manchester City. I wasn't even in the 4th round. You beat Southampton there. 4th round?
Beat Forest and penalties.
Wow. I had a 3rd round exit. Really? Bristol City. Jesus. How far did you get then? Quarterfinals. Birmingham. Birmingham in the quarterfinals. EFL Cup. Oh, final. Oh. That's a couple of finals he's got to. Went 3-0 down in the final in the first half. So that wasn't great. Where did I get to? Was it the 3rd round or the 2nd round I was eliminated from? I know, I got through. I beat Everton. You beat Leeds. So then the 4th round, Fulham and Portsmouth. Don't say you knocked me out. No, Brighton knocked me out. Thank God. You knocked out Burton of League 2, getting to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, well done.
3-2. And then in the semi-finals, you beat Brighton, who knocked me out.
Yeah.
So we would have been in the semi-finals against each other, but you won 7-2. Well, the last thing to check is, did you win the Europa League? And the answer is runners-up again.
2 finals I lost in.
Oyathabal's goal from the penalty spot is the difference.
Well, I mean, he's doing well at Spurs, but he's definitely taken on the Spurs look with the finals, isn't he?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, you got your top 3. There was your wish.
Yeah.
You lost to Rangers, who finished a position above you. Drew the Lons 1-6. Beat the Rats 4-1, so that's good. But then the round of 16, you beat Craiova of Romania. Quarter-final, beating Bayern Munich.
It's a big win.
Yeah. What are they doing in there? That's mental. That means they finished like 4th in the Bundesliga. And then semi-final, got your revenge on Rangers, knocking them out. Only to lose to Real Sociedad in the final. Wow.
I'm disappointed again.
Goals this season, Santiago Castro got 28 and 14. Ozan got 22 and 12.
Very
so
good.
those guys
He
were...
definitely hasn't let me down. As he
Yeah, they
really
were
is.
fantastic
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
So it's Rooney Bargi. He only played one game there. Alex, whatever he was called, come off the bench 26 times.
Yeah, I did say he was going to be
Start
sort of
once.
help out in the.
Yeah, he's only 20.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, it is what I could afford.
And then
wasn't
the
it?
other guy played one appearance off the bench.
Yeah.
The 8 million guy.
They were mainly just to get strengthen the squad and low wages, which is what they've done for me.
Next season, 9 million.
With 450 wages, so I've got to look at the wages again.
Finances are £200 million in the red now. Spurs are in trouble.
Yes.
Manchester United, though, let's have a look. We've got 24 goals from Lautaro Martinez. Keating Yildiz got 15 and 12, so he was a new signing. Bruno Fernandes has done all right. Just think of how many world-class players I've got in this team, and we finished in ninth. Like, that is so terrible. Nico Paz has done average again. Scott McTominay coming back. Vitinha, new signing, not done great at all. Not getting the best out of these players.
No.
Jules Koundé only played 11 games. Who the hell played right back?
What was that player you signed for the left wing? We said
Keating Yildiz. Did Keating Yildiz play right wing back? I want to know who's been playing right back then. So, I mean, take a random game here. Koundé's in that one. So that was a bad example. Well, maybe he was injured because he played at the end of the season. It's got to be an injury, surely, right? 7 months. Right, okay. I'll let you off. He torn his ACL.
Right,
he missed
okay.
6 months of the
Yeah.
season. That's fair enough.
That's not your fault, then, is it?
No,
Really?
if it was just randomly because he just didn't rate him, well, then we'd be having words.
Yeah.
But all right, I mean, we're still gonna have words because that was a terrible season overall. But either way, I've been given £131 million to try and rectify it. We are, however, financially struggling, which is surprising. That's like £600 million in a season.
Yeah, where did all that go?
Well, I bought Keating Yildiz and Vitinha for like 300. But there we go. All right, okay, let's have a look at the points tally. Season 4 points is Omega Luke with 0, Dad with 3, meaning the total points are Luke with 1, Dad with 13. Somehow, I'm still unsure on why Carrick isn't able to get this team firing, so another PSG player and another world-class midfielder in João Neves is being added to the team for £113 million.
A free transfer in Tyler Morton, who comes in with homegrown roots, and given that my budget was still low, he is the best option for that value.
I did have a couple of players who went out. Kim Min-jae's gone for £5 million. A few players that you lost.
Simmons didn't want to sign a new
and
contract.
Romero and Pavlidis.
Yeah, I mean, Romero just wasn't happy at all the last 3 seasons, wanted to go. I kept on saying no. Eventually, he went to Barcelona for nothing. So, yeah, couldn't stop it. Couldn't get any money for them either. So, only good thing it was got the wages down.
Yeah, it didn't great when you're losing a player of that quality. I mean,
No,
this
that's right.
season as well, 2030, Pedro Porro has gone for £8.5
Another
million.
player just didn't want to sign for me again.
I'm not surprised he hasn't played that much,
No, he
really,
hasn't.
is he?
No, really.
But 2 players have joined. Now, Reed has signed another PSG player, by the way.
Yes.
£22 million from PSG. Right back
just thought it-
replacement from Porro.
Definitely, that was the reason why I went out and got him. I had a little bit of money just before the transfer window, my last sort of bit that I had, getting rid of all those wages, so it allowed me to sign him. So I think it was a really good signing for the amount of money that I could afford. I'm pleased with that.
All right, well, I am not pleased with how Michael Carrick is performing. So I don't know what else I can really do other than just give him world-class player after world-class player. Now that he has got Tonali, Vitinha, and João Neves as his midfield,
Yeah.
with Kobe Mainu as a 4th backup.
Yeah.
Edison there, I don't know what, but either way. Castello Lucaba has also joined because we did lose a couple of players. He has joined the club for £80 million. And those players who have gone out, Ahmad's gone for £48 million to Newcastle, so that's a bit of money there. We have also sold £57 million. We lost Benjamin Sesko, lost Senny Lawrence, lost Edison. Botman's gone for 36. That's the reason why I bought in Lucaba and Steve Rose, another youngster I'm selling, to get a little bit of money. It gave me about £30 million. So I thought, well, the only real position I can look to strengthen is a secondary striker. So I bought in Dastan Satpayev, who can play on the right or up front, for 60. Now, it cost me like £20 million just with a lot of installments, because Chelsea were playing hardball because we are technically a rival. I don't know whether Chelsea's been looking at the league table but we are not a rival. We do not even have European football. But either way, the Kazakhstan striker is only 22 here for season 5. I like him. I think he looks great. So whether he does anything in the
22
future
years of age.
season, I don't know.
Very good sign off, Phil.
So either way, how have we started this season? You started way better than I have, but I still have had an okay start. We're already out of the Carabao Cup, which is not a great start. But
you had your normal start at Coventry.
Yeah, losing points against Coventry is just a foregone conclusion. They don't have Frank Lampard there, it's Aliou Diarra, but it's still losing points against them either way. Beat Arsenal, which is great. Bruno Fernandes, Keenan Yildiz, lovely stuff. Then lose at Anfield after holding it down, a 0-0. Lukaku gets sent off. Isak scores 4 minutes later. Then after losing to them at home, just 3 days before that in the cup, we beat them 3-0 in the most comfortable result so far. I don't know.
It'd be interesting. What team did he play in the cup compared to what he played in the league?
Yeah, let's have a look at that. Is it very different? Oh, no, it ain't. I mean, Satpayev instead of Martinez. Bruno there. Yeah, midfield Bruno. Exactly the same. And it was Kambwala there as well.
Be arguing about why you lost a 3-1 as an Amrin, really, innit?
Yeah, a Thiago Motta's Sunderland too. But there we go. All right, let's have a look then, Dad, at your game, at your fixtures at the start compared to mine, because you are a little bit further up the table than me. You're unbeaten at the start. Yep. Aston Villa 2-1
at Villa Park. Really good result.
Great there.
I'm going to take that result. Stopping Alan from scoring. Definitely.
That ain't bad at all. West Ham 2-1.
Yep.
And then Liverpool 2-0.
Great result that as well.
Castro with both of them. So again, you're looking at how he's playing: inside fullback, no nonsense, centre back, and an inverted wing back. Going back to what it was in season 1. Yeah, weird. It's so strange. De Zerbi, I mean, so far you got more points than Michael Carrick.
The centre midfield players are the two that I bought in to put in that position, so I'm happy with that. Canizon, I bought him to play there as well. Castero, I bought him to play there as well. Van Eckel, I didn't bring him in to play right back, but he's the best right back I've had for a couple of seasons. So
it's meant that Vuskovic is getting game time.
Yeah, so
he
with the players that I've signed, I've filled a few of the positions that he's actually playing, so I've got to be happy, really.
Yeah. And your keeper's doing well.
Yeah.
Okay, well, final season then. I need a bit of a miracle if I'm going to win this on points, because I'm 12 points behind. It's doable. The start doesn't suggest it is. I would just need to beat you in everything, maybe knock you out of something.
Yeah, I mean, if you knock me out of a couple of games,
win something big. That's what I need to do. So, Michael Carrick, you have the most overpowered midfield in the world. Over to you. Well, there we go. First time finishing above you in 5 seasons, just by 2 points, and only in 5th place.
I'm surprised. We ain't been. Well, did I finish second in the second season?
Yeah, it was like second and third and
we
fourth.
We haven't been close to it at all, have we?
No, not really.
So
9 losses. You've beat me in one of the games as well, but 9 losses for you. I've beaten you 3-0. So I do get 2 points out of that. However, you do get a point back.
So you need 2 cups here, really.
Yeah, Erling Haaland has 38 goals this season, which is absolutely massive. The closest to him was 18 goals shorter in Diakite. But I have Lautaro Martinez with 17. You have Castro there with 15, which is the same amount as Yildiz. And Bruno Fernandes still going, still at the club. Is he leaving this summer? 2031. He would be running out of contract, but I'd still try and get him.
He got that 1 year extension, didn't he?
Yeah, he is in there too. So, interesting stuff. However, cup competitions, Michael Carrick has finally won a trophy. It only took 5 years and about £700 million in midfielders to do it, but we beat West Ham in the final. Keenan Yildiz has had an absolute blinder as well. 2 assists and a goal, gets in man of the match, 9.4. He has definitely been, I would say, the best performing player under Michael Carrick for sure.
Yeah.
Against Espirito Santos West Ham. As if he's staying there for that long.
Yeah, I don't think so.
For 5 years? Yeah, right. So, yeah, we've managed to do that. But where were you eliminated? So, the 3rd round, I was knocking out Leeds, which is already a big game. You were knocking out Watford. 4th round, I knocked out Sunderland. You knocked out West Brom. 5th round, Norwich and Liverpool. Oh, come on. Please say I knocked you out. Oh, West Ham.
West Ham done me.
Damn.
They got the back on me, didn't they?
The 2 extra points there, which means I think you win, Dad, because the EFL Cup was won by Ipswich, who beat Crystal Palace in the final. Weird final there. Obviously, I was all out of that one a long time ago. You were out in the 3rd round. Barnet. League 2 Barnett, you should be minus 10 points. You probably still beat
And yet
me.
I started the season really well.
Yeah.
And I lose against Barnet. So
League
I
2
don't know.
Barnet. That's got to be a minus 10 points, surely.
Yeah.
You'd still win. In the Champions League, was it Champions League or Europa League you played in? I think it was it was Champions League. Lost 2 games, Bayern Munich and Napoli. Won 6. So some good wins in there. Inter Milan being one of them.
Yeah.
So you skipped the knockout playoff round into the round of 16, knocked out Inter Milan again.
That's a good result.
Quarter final, lost to Porto.
Porto.
So yeah, this Porto side beat you, the Portuguese.
4-3 and I get they done me that the away game, didn't they? Oh, I don't know.
Well, before we check the final points tally then, Santiago Castro with 20 goals. Obviously, you didn't really have new signings per se. There's Reed there which was the new signing, 4 goals, 4 assists. And then Tyler Morton, which was a free transfer, played 26 times off the bench.
I mean, really, I'm looking at that. Camavinga is possibly my best signing because I didn't think I'd get him away from Real Madrid. But
that
I'm
was
going
a season 1 signing.
Yeah, and I'm going to put it down to Kanyuzan as
Yeah.
my best signing.
Oh, that's who I would suggest.
He didn't let me down.
He was consistent throughout.
Scored a lot of goals every season as well. So yeah, I'm gonna say that was my best signing.
Let's have a look at my Manchester United side. On paper, one of the best teams in the world.
Oh, 100%.
Look at the names going down this list.
How I beat you on this challenge, I don't know.
Unbelievable. Keenan Yildiz, Lautaro Martinez, Bruno Fernandes, Nico Paz, Desiree Doué, Sapaev isn't bad, Carreras, Koundé, Barcola, João Neves and Vitinha. And that's not even counting Tonali. That was in centre mid. Played 1 start, 37 off the bench. Scott McTominay, who's pretty decent on this as well, let's be fair. Lukeba, who's amazing. I know why you won this. Because Michael Carrick is a chump. That is mental.
I can't argue with him.
No.
I can't argue with that, really. For the sake of the viewers as well, I've got to say, Luke, from the beginning of the season, didn't think Carrick would be the manager next season, did you?
No, definitely not.
No, and you didn't want him.
I didn't want him. I didn't want Carrick. No. I think I looked at it as they have to give it to him because of how well he's done.
Yes.
But I don't want him.
No.
I would much rather have had Iraola. I'm very jealous of the Liverpool fans getting Iraola.
I think that's such a good signing for them.
Yeah.
Really
He would have
good.
been my number 1 choice. I think Enrique's got to be anybody's number 1 choice. You just can't get him out of PSG.
No.
And if you don't want to leave, you ain't going to get him. You know, I would have been like, oh, yes, please, to Unai Emery, who I think's done a fabulous job at Aston Villa.
Yep.
And arguably the best manager right now in the Premier League now that Pep's gone.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think it's easy to say for what he's done with Villa, the fact that, you know, the selling players, etc.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And the
Michael
money that he's allowed
Carrick,
to
thank you
spend.
very much for taking us into the Champions League and securing a nice little finish there. But when I watch the football that's being played, I'm like, oh my God, unless we have a huge overhaul in transfers this season, we are losing Casemiro.
This proves it ain't going to work.
It ain't going to work. We could stick Vitinha and João Neves in there, and it ain't going to work.
No.
So, I don't know.
Going to be an interesting season next season.
Yeah.
Looking
Either
forward
way,
to it already.
let's have a look at the final points tally. Season 5 points are Omega Luke with 5, Dad with 1, which means the total points is Omega Luke with 6, and the winner is Dad with 14. Well, there we go. Roberto De Zerbi versus Michael Carrick. An interesting little experiment. I wouldn't mind doing that again with those 2 managers.
That was interesting.
Who have popped up again. We can stick in the same sort of roles. It just fell into place, the fact that we both got new managers.
Yeah.
Kind of new managers. Going into next season anyway. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed it. It's always good when we get to do Man United Spurs. It's a nice excuse to do different versions of it.
Yes,
We've done it the other way where they've bought the transfers. Maybe that's something we can do after the transfer window. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Really do appreciate you all joining. The channel members get to watch videos early, or the Patreon members. We can't really give a save game file out here because, I mean, unless you wanted to take over the Man United one, then let me know. But, I mean, I'm not going to get a save game file out because usually it's the tactic that everybody wants. So, yeah, let us know if you do want it. I will send it across. But if you're still thinking of something to watch right now, on screen, me and Dad took on a race. Who can win more trophies in 10 seasons, starting unemployed, with 0 experience or coaching badges?